Hey y'all, Coach Bradley coming at you today to discuss the X-UMEUS speed training set. Let's get it. So it's always a good day when we get some new sports equipment, and as a guy who does a ton of coaching as well as run some youth sports leagues, I'm always on the lookout for some new stuff that we can use. And today, first thing we're gonna do is unbox this X-UMEUS speed training set and show you what's in it, then we'll go ahead and test some of it out. So first and foremost, let's dig into this agility ladder. Again, it's gonna be 20 feet long with 12-inch rungs. And just kind of initial observations of this thing. I like that these are flexible, all right? Rope seems, fairly strong. Got the place to stake it in right there. So let's go ahead and get this thing laid out. All right, so we've got our agility ladder all laid out there. And I gotta say, as somebody that has owned several of these agility ladders over the years, I do believe the quality of this is pretty good and comparable with some of the other bigger name brands out there. I also like the fact that it's 20 feet long and has the 12 rungs, just because you can actually get a good work set in there when you're doing some type of rep training. As you can see, they also set you up with this 16 types of training ladder drills that you can do. I think it's great, especially for newbies that maybe haven't used one of these training ladders before, just to have a ton of drills that they can do right out of the box. All right, next up, we're gonna go ahead and dig into these cones. Now you're gonna get 12 of these cones, and I can already tell right off the bat that I'm gonna like these things. They are pretty light, but what is important in them is that they're actually flexible, okay? They're not gonna break on you real easily. All right, so that's what the 12 look like. Again, they're very light duty, but if you step on them, they're not gonna bust, and that's important, especially when you're training with little kids. So let's go ahead and set these up. So on this training guide, besides the agility ladder, it also gives you 24 different agility cone drills that you can do and setups. So we went ahead and just set up our triangle pattern right there, and then we also set up the M pattern one right there. So there are a lot of different drills and variations of ways that you can do each drill, but especially if you haven't done a lot of cone work, I think it's cool they included this nice guide, because with 24 different things to work on your footwork, you're not gonna get bored. So next up, we got our set of 4 agility hurdles, and these things are pretty simple to put together. This is how the end product looks right here. You're gonna have a heavy end on this and a light end. On the light end, go ahead and put in your long tube. And on the heavy ends, you're gonna put in your short tube. And there you go. And that's how our agility hurdles look when they're all laid out. Now I will tell you on these, if you abuse them, they're gonna break on you. That is just hollow plastic tubing on top. So if you jump on them a bunch, they're probably gonna bust on you. But if you use them how they're supposed to be used, they will topple over and give you a little bit of leeway there before they break. All right, next up, let's go ahead and dig into this wind resistance parachute. As you can see, it comes in its own little sack here. So we'll go ahead and pull it out. So this parachute's gonna come in 2 pieces. First and foremost, you've got your waist strap, which is easily adjustable right here. Now I'm 6 foot, 215 pounds with a 34-inch waist, and I can get this thing to adjust right on me. And on the back, there's gonna be a little clip, and that's where your parachute is gonna clip in. So for a bigger guy like myself, this parachute doesn't provide a ton of resistance, but I could definitely feel it was there. Now for younger kids and lighter people, this is definitely gonna hold you back and give you some great training reps. So next up, we got our adjustable jump rope, and I think it's great this thing's adjustable just because you're gonna have so many different aged kids and different sized kids or adults using this thing. So adjust it is real simple. You're just gonna unscrew the top. You'll see we've got the top unscrewed there. You pop this little piece off, get it adjusted where you want it, put that back down, and then you can either jam this part back in your jump rope handle and screw that on, or you could just cut it off if you needed to do that too. I'd say the quality of the jump rope seems to be pretty decent. These handles are pretty nice. They're not too heavy. And then you've got this nice kind of cable that definitely shouldn't be busting up on you. And last but not least, you get this nice little carrying bag to put all your goodies in. And as you can see with this thing, it's just gonna be your basic kind of nylon bag. You got a little drawstring there at the end, And on the back, you're gonna have yourself a nice little carrying handle so you can throw it over your back, take your stuff home. And there is everything you get all laid out and set up, from your hurdles to your jump rope to your agility ladder to your set of 12 cones to your parachute, your carrying case, and of course, that handy dandy little training guide. So let's go ahead and close this thing out. Now at the end of the day, this is a nice little training kit that's great for individuals, either kids or adults, that are looking for just a basic set that they can do some agility and some speed training. Are there more durable and heavier duty sets out there? Of course they are, but I feel like this is a pretty decent value for what you're getting. And it's for that reason it gets a Coach Bradley thumbs up, and I say, go out and get you one.